How honeybees become fat-bodied. The fat body covers all the internal organs and internal walls of the bee's body in the form of loose tissue from cells with large nuclei, the cytoplasm of which contains drop-shaped inclusions of reserve substances, fat, glycogen, protein. The fat body got its name from the droplets of fat contained in its cells. In addition, it contains excretory cells, also called oocytes. Larvae that have just emerged from the eggs have a small number of relatively small fat cells without inclusions of reserve substances, the diameter of which is 5 to 8 microns. The number and size of fat cells increase very quickly. The cells are located close to each other. They quickly accumulate reserve substances. The fat body of the larva reaches its full development. The tissue of lobules and layers, the cells of which are very weakly connected to each other, fills the body cavity, intestine, and epidermis. The cells lying on the surface are usually larger than those in the middle of the fat body. With the increase in the inclusions of reserve nutrients, their boundaries disappear. The amount of fat in the fat body increases from 0.04 milligrams on the second day of the larval life to 6 milligrams at the end of the larval stage, and is more than 17% of the total dry matter. The fat cells of the drone larva contain fat only from the third day of life. Before the onset of metamorphosis, the fat body is a separate organ. Then the fat cells move freely in the blood fluid. During the pupal stage, most of them disintegrate, but some continue to function. They are located on the periphery and form the fat body of the young imago, which is a mesh tissue consisting of a few layers in the cells of which the blood circulates. Cells B. Later, during the summer period, the fat content in the fat body of bees increases. Winter bees are characterized by an increased protein content in the reserve substances in the cells of the fat body. In early spring, these substances are mobilized, enter the hypopharyngeal glands, and are spent on feeding the brood. The formation of large reserves of fat and protein in winter bees stimulates increased consumption of pollen by bees in late summer and autumn. In this regard, the fat body of individuals of the autumn generation is 2.0 to 2.5 times better developed than that of bees of the summer generation. The degree of development of the fat body, as well as the pharyngeal glands, determines the physiological state of autumn bees, their readiness for a long winter period. Thus, there is a direct connection between their life expectancy and the degree of development of the fat body. Bees remain physiologically young during the process of preparation for wintering. They have a strong development of the pharyngeal glands and fat body. They acquire the ability to live long and endure unfavorable wintering factors. This is due to the special conditions of their cultivation, increased feeding on pollen, and the partial or complete absence of work performed during this period.